All right, so maybe we can do one more halacha. A person should not burp or yawn while reciting Shemoneh Esrei. That's big issue, right? Okay, so meaning that it's a big disrespect to the king. I mean, one second, let me just say, you stand in front of the king and you're going to yawn, you're going to burp. A person who usually he would die on the spot better than do it in front of the king. Okay, go ahead.
When we say Shemoneh Esrei, does this also apply to the paragraph afterwards, Eloi Kai, or no?
No, it's different. So it said that Shemoneh Esrei ends there. Even though you didn't take 3 steps back, but Shemoneh Esrei ended. I mean, we're going to get to that paragraph later on. So basically, you stand in front of the king, and then now you're going to burp. Okay, so I mean it's like self-understood, but continue. Kitzur now explained the unfamiliar Hebrew term gihuk and pihuk. The term gihuk refers to a burp, where a person occasionally expels from his body to his mouth a sudden strong exaltation from the feeling of satiety. So that he ate a lot and now he does whatever he does. Which was the order of the food that he has eaten. And sometimes like people would do it like, and it's silently. I mean, you didn't hear what is it? The sound, but the stench comes out of his mouth. It's so. I mean, I don't know if you experience this, but it's very disgusting, basically, right? Some offer different explanation and say that it refers to a stench, which a person stenches out of his body and arms due to the feeling heaviness of the limbs. No, I apologize. No. Some offer them different explanation and say that it refers to the stretch. I'm sorry, stretch, not stench. Stretch, which the person stretches out his body like the bones, like cracking of the bones, right? I guess of his body and arms, like people say cracking up their fingers. Oh, it's annoying. And arms due to the feeling of heaviness of the limbs. The Torah pihuk refers to yawn, a yawn, right? Where a person opens his mouth, opens his jaws wide, in the manner of one who feels the need to sleep, or one who just woke up from the sleep. Okay, so that's all from Kitzur. If one feels unavoidable urge to do so, he should put his hand on his mouth. So when you want to yawn, so you close your mouth, basically, so that the opening of his mouth is not seen. So I mean, sometimes you cannot control it, and you cannot swallow it or whatever. So you just close your mouth. It also forbidden for one to spit during the Shemoneh Esrei. If the flame comes into his mouth and it causes him distress to the point that his concentration on his prayer is disturbed, he should expel it into the handkerchief or cloth so that it's not visible. So today, lucky we have this all of this facial tissue. Right? You should have always few facial tissues in your hand. So if you need to spit, you need to clean your mouth. That's you do it with the tissue, not with whatever, because you cannot move. If this causes him revulsion, meaning that he is going to have this like in his pocket now. Right, he spit it in this handkerchief, and now he put it in his pocket. That he's revolted now, right? He should lean to his left and spit behind him. So meaning to the left and spit behind him. So never. Since we said before that he is standing in front of the Shekhinah, so he cannot spit in front. right. David explained us very important side. We don't spit to the right. So the only option for now, I mean, if there is nobody there, he spits to the left. Okay, go ahead.
So you cannot spit leaving the place you are praying and go to the bin, to the trash bin.
No, not in this case. So we're going to get to halachas in which case you are allowed to move during the Shemoneh Esrei, but it's very, very specific situations. This is not one of them. So as he just said, so I mean, in our times it's easy. You just have a paper tissue in your pocket. You spit into the paper tissue, and that's it. But in the shoes, like at least here in America, like you go, and they have these boxes with the tissue everywhere. So where I sit, like next to me, like at least maybe two boxes. And I say you just take one, or I always have mine in a pocket, except on Shabbos.
So neither you are allowed to contain the spit, because that
exactly because okay, that's exactly he said. So if he can swallow down, okay, let him do that, right? But if he feels disgusted, he can. I mean, he would not be able to concentrate. He would be disgusted. He would so in this case, and he has no place to spit it into, like piece of cloth. They say there's in our case it's facial tissue. He should turn back. Of course, if there is nobody there, of course. If there is a person there, so he's better not to spit. Okay, you understand? Continue. You got it? Did we answer your question? Okay, so continue. Okay, so we say he should lean to his left and spit behind him. If he cannot spit behind himself, so I mean there are people, he may spit to his left. So behind him there is person, so to the left. Right, commentary. See above 3.4, which states that the right side of the person is given preference and respect, as we discussed today. Here too, one should not spit to his right side. Okay, that's the problem. If he cannot spit to the left, he may spit to the right. So basically, not in front. Okay, he tried to right back. If there is somebody there, just simply to the right. Commentary. However, if there is two is not possible, and it is causing him distress, he may even spit in front of him. Mishnah Berurah. So, because it's too much distress, and basically he cannot continue with the prayer, but so he can spit to the front, but cover the spittle basically with his shoes or something. Okay, so continue. I mean, the next one does not apply to us. It's very interesting. If Laos beat him, he may shift his clothing to dislodge it. Okay, so he has lice. So in olden days, especially, there were many lice. So he can get rid of it basically. So commentary. He may grasp the lice through his garment and remove it from his body. So basically, I guess kill it. Like throw it, let's say, under his shorts, so he can kill it with under his shirt. Okay. However,
just to be clear, aren't lice still? We're talking about the lice in your hair, that type of lice.
Yes. But in the olden days, it was not only in your hair; it was everywhere. Everywhere, in all your clothes, like in a third world country, it's still there. It's yeah. Go ahead, Israel.
What was flies?
Lice. It's
an insect.
Yeah, insect. Louse. It's like it's small, right? It's like for example, I had once when I was little. It was like we didn't like I was in a camps or something, so we didn't wash our head for hair.
Oh, yeah.
And it comes with and they then give you like special soap. You wash it with this soap smells so terribly, so everybody knew who had lice basically. And then then the best option basically to cut hair completely. Otherwise, they're still there.
Yeah, and another thing is if some animal is trying to attack, for example, a snake or insect that bites, is that a bad sign, Simon?
No, okay. So, is it a bad sign? I don't know. For sure, it's not a good sign that it's trying to attack you. But in this case, you're allowed to move, basically. So we're dealing with the laws of Shemoneh Esrei when it says that. So the general rule, you're not allowed to move. But there are some cases, like for example, as you said, case where there is danger to life or even to health.
But move or defend or kill the animal that is trying to attack.
Yeah, you can kill them for sure.
For example, a snake in the ancient times.
For sure, you can even you're obligated to kill people who are trying to attack you.
Okay.
Yeah, needless to say, the snake. Okay. Okay, so continue. If Laos beat him, Laos is a singular from lice, right? Beat him, he may shift the clothes into the dislodge it, so that so his concentration is not disturbed by it. So basically, kill it and let it drop. Right? However, he should not remove it directly with his hands. So that's one of the things that, as we said before, Laos make hands impure. Come to him. See above. Okay, yeah, it's in the very beginning. In the Siman number 2. See 9, which states that one who touches Laos must wash his hands, right? Because it's like this kind of special impurity.
Aren't lice microscopic, or because it makes it sound like it's a mouse, like it's something you could just take off like that?
No, they say it's like I don't know if you know barley size. I think it's like a little less than a barley, like maybe half of the barley size. But maybe if they got fat from eating a person, so it would be much bigger.
Understood.
Okay, so let's. Sorry, so we're about to finish. One second. So we say if he removes with the hands, also problems. Now he has to go wash his hands. If while praying his talus slipped off, he may return to its place, even if most of it fallen off his body. Okay, so that's the big one. So sometimes people who do not pay attention, I don't know, they're not so sensitive, right? They pray with the talus and it slips off, and they don't even know. I mean, maybe they're big tzaddikim and they saw into the prayer, right? And so they did not feel. So if it did not fell completely, there is no problem. He can fix it, right? But it says, however, if it fallen off completely, so to the ground, right, he may not have himself in it again, as would constitute an interruption of the prayer. So let's see, comment. There is none of it was on his body. That means falls completely. Even if he was still holding in his hands, it is considered completely off his body. So it fell. I mean, it was fallen, and he's caught it as he thought on time, but it's only on his hands, not in his body and on the floor. So he cannot put it back. It's very interesting. It says it would be considered an interruption of the prayer. So just to fix it, there is no problem. But if it's off the body, you cannot put it again, because as we said before, you need to say new blessing. Okay, so let's see above 9:10. Mishnah Brura writes 97:16 that if standing without his talus will cause him loss of concentration on his prayer, he may put it back on between blessings. Okay. So again, to preserve his concentration. So some people will pray with talus over their head, so that would be the thing. Continue. If while praying Shemoneh Esrei, a sefer fell down on the floor in front of him, so he is a thing. Okay, so this is one of the cases when you can interrupt, and this causing his concentration to be disturbed. He may pick it up when he reaches the point between the blessings. So it's the first time, I guess, second scenario where we say that you are obligated, you are allowed to interrupt your prayer into something else. So he's in front of the bookshelf and somebody like finish praying, or they put it like book like on not very accurately. Now the book fell, Sidur fell, or Chumash fell on the floor, so you cannot concentrate. So you're allowed to stop your praying because you're always looking at this Chumash, right? You in your mind is it's only like when I'm going to finish prayer, and I can put it back on the shelf. Can I do it? Can I not do it? So Kitzur said, yeah. If it bothers you, you stop praying, put it back, and continue praying from there. So, but do it only between the paragraph. Don't do it like in the middle of the paragraph.
Rabbi, if you move purposely for no reason, do you keep davening or no?
Yes. Some people just in the middle they just forgot that they are praying. They start walking. Whoa! Yeah, go ahead.
What is it? Does this like? Are you allowed to do it during Shemoneh Esrei or?
Yeah. We're talking about all of the halachas that we covered only in the middle of Shemoneh Esrei. So and it fell this Chumash. Let's say Chumash. This Torah fell and it bothers you. I mean, Chumash is on the floor and I'm continuing down. Or Tefillin fell. Like you have rows of the tables, right? And you're on the second row, and somebody put his Tefillin on the edge of the table, right? And he went to the bathroom, whatever. He finished down it, and it fell. So you cannot continue praying.
I have another question. What if when they say Yiskadal,
Kaddish.
Yeah, Kaddish. Like if you're like doing like, let's just say like Baruch Shem or Asher, like you would like stop, or like any other prayer, and like wait for them to finish and then keep reading. Are you allowed to do that during Shemoneh Esrei, or you have to keep?
Yes.
You could stop.
So okay, so in those places actually where I say about Baruch Shamar, in some places you're allowed to answer. Some parts, not all, everything. Some parts you Rabbi, so you're allowed to answer. But during the Shemoneh Esrei, you're not allowed to answer anything. Zero.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But in this case, listening or hearing is 100% count as you answering.
Are you even allowed
to answer amen? It's counted like you answer amen. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Are you even allowed to stop in the middle of a paragraph?
Preferably not. I mean, but you see, you hear what is going on around you. Like that this Kaddish is coming. I don't know, even in 30 seconds. So just it's better to finish whatever you finish. Just wait for them 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever necessary, and let them say Kaddish. You listen and you continue.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so continue. We're almost finished. Okay. All things that one is prohibited to engage during the Shemoneh Esrei prayer are forbidden until he takes the 3 steps back following the prayers. So basically, okay, so continue. It is only with regard to the interruption for the congregational responses that there is a difference between the recitation of the blessings themselves and one who has completed the blessing but not yet taken 3 steps back. I will explain in CF14. So I mean, we're going to get, but that's what David was asking. I don't want to go ahead. There are few things, I think, if I remember correctly, 3 things that you are allowed to answer in that thing, right? And in that last paragraph. So you finish Shemoneh Esrei, but there is one more extra paragraph. So you're allowed, if I remember correctly, answer Kiddusha to first answering Kadosh, 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 right? And the second, and you're allowed to say Hey Shmei Rabba. You're not allowed to say Amen, but you're allowed to say Amen on HaKadosh. So meaning right after Hikdusha, you should say Amen. And Shomer Tefillah, who accept our prayer. So first one is a holiness of the name in English, right? So you must answer Amen there, even though you did not take 3 steps back. I mean, we're going to learn. Second is Shomer Tefillah, who accept our Tefillah. You'll and then the next thing when they say Modim, when everybody bow, you're allowed to say 3 first words, not the whole Modim, not that we gracefully thank you. So only Modim Anachnu, only a few words.